people in the world today, and this is not well known, but the most powerful people in the world today are the people who are writing the algorithms for Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, because they're controlling the spread of information. They're literally rewriting people's brains. They're programming the culture, and they're doing it very subtly. Like Google, I believe that one of their execs got up in front of Congress, and the congressman asked him, do you manipulate search results? And he said, no, we do not manipulate search results. Really? That's your job. That is literally all Google does. Google has one job, which is to manipulate search results, to pull them out of the noise and rank them properly. And the precise algorithms of how they do that is very hidden, very complex, but influences the hearts and minds of everybody, including all the voters. Now, if Google, Facebook, and Twitter had been smart about this, they would not have picked sides. They would have said, we're publishers. Whatever goes through our pipes goes through our pipes. If it's illegal, we'll take it down, give us a court order. Otherwise, we don't touch it. It's like the phone company. If I call you up and I say something horrible to you on the phone company doesn't get in trouble. But the moment they started taking stuff down that wasn't illegal because somebody screamed, they basically lost their right to be viewed as a carrier. And now all of a sudden they've taken on liability. So they're sliding down the slippery slope into ruin, where the left wants them to take down the right wants them to take down the left, and now they have no more friends, they have no allies. Traditionally, the libertarian-leaning Republicans and Democrats would have stood up in principle for the common carriers, but now they won't. So my guess is, as soon as Congress, and this day is coming, if not already here, it might have even been here today actually, because I just saw something related in the news, the day is coming when the politicians realize that these social media platforms are picking the next president, the next congressman. They're literally picking, and they have the power to pick, so they will be controlled by the government.
In what way? How do you think they're going to be controlled? Do you think they're going to have to adhere to strict principles of freedom of speech?
No. Unfortunately, it's headed the opposite direction. Right?
The opposite direction.
I wish it was freedom of speech. Much more likely, they're going to be, in the short to medium term, they're going to be hauled in for hearings. They're going to be pressured massively, do this, don't do that.
My concern about that is the hearings that I saw with Zuckerberg, those people were completely incompetent. They didn't seem to understand.
They don't. But they're just applying pressure. They're just trying to scare him so he'll do what they want. And
what do they want him to do?
They want him to basically suppress the other side. So if you're right wing, you want to suppress the left wing. If you're left wing, you want to suppress the right wing. And if you just see where these companies are headquartered in Silicon Valley, all the censors, and that's really what they are. They're censors working inside these companies. They're called by different names, obviously, right? It's doublespeak. You call it the Department of Defense when it's the Department of War. So in this case, the Department of Safety and Trust, when really it's the Department of Censorship. The censors are inside Silicon Valley, so it's going to reflect Silicon Valley's politics.
Which is extremely progressive left wing.
Yeah.
And if you're not that, you really have no place.
That's right.
Try being a conservative, an open conservative at Google. Good luck.
Now you get lynched.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that there was ever a thing like that was so influential and so politically, ideologically one-sided.
Yeah, there's a little saying on the internet, I think it's called conquest law, that any organization that's not explicitly right-wing eventually becomes left-wing. And I don't know why that's true, but it does seem to me to be true.
Well, it's a fascinating battle that's going on right now. I mean, it really is. And conservatives, in as far as social media is concerned, they're just getting chopped off at the hams, left and right.
Yeah. What'll eventually happen is that whenever you suppress speech, the organism metastasizes. Then it has to start turning towards other means. If you're unlucky, it goes towards violence. If you're lucky, they find other outlets. I think what will happen is we will start creating decentralized media that's not owned by any single entity, that can't be suppressed or shut down, that will then start spreading these various things.
And that will take the place of Twitter or Facebook or
That's
what
right.
have you.
But it's going to take 10 years, 20 years. It's not overnight.
Well, Twitter took 10 years to get to the point where it's at this mess right now. But it was so interesting to have Jack Dorsey and to talk to him about where it's going, where he thinks it's going, and his own principles, which he believes that it's a fundamental right, and he believes that freedom of speech is something that we all should have, and that these platforms should essentially be like utilities, like the electric company.
Jack is correct, and he has the right vision. It's just he's in an organization where the other individuals in the organization feel differently.
Very differently.
So the organization itself can get hijacked.